So we have a simple index HTML file. So if you see the structure, what we are doing, we have a HTML tag, then head tag. In head, we have a image file, which is a fav icon. Then we have a CSS file. So fav icon is an icon that any site, when you browse, it is shown on top of that. So we will see a practical example also of this. So we are using a third-party CSS, which is a Bootstrap CSS file. We are using our own site CSS. So this is the style sheets part. Then there is a text we are serving. Then there are two JavaScript files we are using, jQuery and Bootstrap, and we have our own JS file. So ideally, if client wants, if a browser wants to get this page, browser will send an HTTP request to the server. Server will send this file back to the browser. Now browser is a smart application. What it does, when it gets a HTML page, it extracts all these links, all the links which are of CSS, JS, and image files. And it sees that I need CSS file also to render this page. So it makes another HTTP request to the server to get CSS back, another request to get icon back. So that is how typically it works. So I'll show you a demo of like how this HTTP request works. So I go here and say node server.js. So I have a simple file, express server written, which will help us see what exactly we are talking about. So I go to inspect here. I go to network tab here and let me do the refresh. So the moment I did refresh, you would have noticed that we are getting these are every line of them is a HTTP request that we are making. So first is a web page request. So once this web page is served, then browser makes a request for jQuery, then it makes for Bootstrap, then for site. And ideally, I'm not seeing any CSS here. So maybe I'll have to refresh. Yeah. Now, if I refresh, if you see, I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 requests are being made, and all the requests are having OK as a response. So first one is sending document, which is HTML file. These two are CSS files. Then these are scripts, and fav icon is the icon. And this is the being zero icon that I was talking about, right? So whatever we are seeing here, the high level architecture, or you can say a block diagram of that is this. So as a user, we went to the browser, we said localhost 3000. What browser did, browser went to the server, asked for the HTML file. So it made a request to the root URL. And when HTML came back, HTML had reference to other CSS, JS, Bootstrap, jQuery files. So browser made multiple requests to get all these files together to show it to the user. One last thing in the browser, if I show you, if I go to sources, then it is showing that browser is actually connecting to two of the servers. One is our own server, backend server, and second is CDN server. If I open this, CDN server is being asked for jQuery and Bootstrap files. So CDN stands for Content Delivery Network. So this is used for static file serving. So ideally, if you see, static files are coming from CDN, and this is our own server where HTML, CSS, and JS for our server is coming.